So thank you very much, Peter, for joining us for the third edition of the Roundtable of Longevity Clinics here at the Bach Institute.
A pleasure.
And you have published this year an amazing presentation on where longevity clinics sector is and what is happening in the sector and what is to be expected in the future. What happened since last year and this year? What do you see? Do you think the sector has evolved? Do you see more clinics coming in?
I think that most importantly, there is an increase in the zeitgeist around the conversations of longevity. And it's happening because the word is getting out and people are beginning to believe that maybe there's something here. Maybe this is not just the old wishful thinking. Maybe that there is technology that can actually extend our health span. And for me, the biggest movement, the biggest driver has been the impact of artificial intelligence. So, physicians are not getting smarter, hospitals are not getting that much more efficient. What is changing very rapidly is the impact of AI, the ability for us to really understand at a much more granular level what is happening. I remind people we're extraordinarily complex. We're 40 trillion human cells. Every cell is doing 5 to 10 billion chemical reactions per second per cell. So how do we understand it and how do we really get new insights? And I think the ability to feed massive amounts of data to these extraordinarily capable models. So you have the CEOs of DeepMind, of Anthropic, and even OpenAI, all of them seeing applying AI to health as one of their most important missions.
We see that. Do you think that the role of the doctor will change if the doctor will be actually, I don't know, smarter, but equipped in much more information, much more detailed information with recommendations?
Yeah, I mean, I do think so. I think, unfortunately, the role of the doctor will get diminished over time. But
you are a doctor yourself.
I know, I am. And I employ many doctors, and I have a family of doctors. And I think that's not going to happen in the next 5 years, but I think it's going to be a generational thing as well. Kids who are growing up with AI right now, at some point, maybe it's a decade out, will believe an AI diagnostician far more than a human. And it will need to be the AI doing the work then delivered by the human. I think it'll become malpractice to diagnose somebody without AI in the loop.
I think AI is super important, but what we have discussed here at the back, and we had speakers like Ellen Langer and also a few others, and we were talking about body-mind connection, which I didn't expect 5 years ago to be discussed in audience like this, in the scientific community. But I think, do you see also the increase in interest from clients coming to Fountain Life and also other clinics that you're supporting is bigger than ever in terms of the need? Because on one side we have AI, we know we can diagnose the client in a very, very detailed way. We know what is happening, but at the end of the day, we need the human touch in terms of the body-mind connection.
Well, we do. I mean, first of all, we need to be able to gather enough data about the human to understand what is going on. And so these longevity, I call them longevity centers versus clinics, but the longevity centers are going to be places where I really am digitizing myself and getting that level of data. The second thing is, having enough diagnostic information to understand what's going on inside you to prevent anything in the long run will only get you so far, right? Sleep, diet, exercise, proper diagnostics will get you to age 90, maybe 95 if your genetics are good. They're not going to get you to 120 or 150. We need a number of the longevity therapeutic breakthroughs that are being discussed, from epigenetic reprogramming to replacement organs to cellular medicines. Those are the things that are going to enable us to extend beyond this current limitation that we have. In terms of the body-mind scenario, I mean, I think human touch and human love is a very important element of this, and that's important in living with a positive mindset in a world of gratitude and such. I think the physician's role in this is to encourage and to support and to provide a holistic point of view. But in the long run, the question is, will an AI physician be able to do that as good or better? And that AI physician will be with you 24/7, right? 365 days a year while your doctor is not.
You're right. There's so many applications now actually creating an artificial psychologist, and people are much more open to talk to an AI solution than the human.
And
interesting.
It's very true. And the cost of it will be approaching zero, right? So, I mean, where we're going, what's coming next, besides these artificially super intelligent, so these ASIs as they're called, or digital superintelligences, the cost of those are basically massively demonetizing year on year. So you can imagine to have access to a super intelligent physician at minimal to no cost. But the other thing that's going on is we're about to see the development of augmented reality glasses, and those AR glasses are seeing what you do during the day. They're watching what you eat. You don't have to self-report it. They're analyzing the imagery of the food. They know exactly your stress levels. They know exactly if you had a fight. They know exactly whether you walked or took the stairs or took an elevator.
So we will be monitored all the time. We are anyway monitored all the time.
You are, but at a much higher level. If you give permission, right, you can turn on your AI health coach and you can say, listen, I want maximum coach, right? And it will say, okay, don't take the elevator, take the stairs. It'll say, wait another hour before you eat. It'll say, have another, another glass of water. It will be able to give you those helpful hints if you want, or it could be viewed as an annoying hint, like time to go to sleep, don't drink that glass of wine. I mean, these are things which, if you want to turn it on, will be there for you. So imagine. We
say we should not meet with negative people, so it will be a feedback then. This person is not good for you.
Well, I think these are all true. You have to decide what you want, what level of surround support that you want.
And in terms of new technologies, I've seen on your social media that you have implanted.
Yes,
something.
I have an implant here
and
an implant here. Well, listen, right now it's a gimmick. It doesn't do that much. It's a radio frequency ID, meaning I can tap my phone to it and get a business card, right? Eventually, this kind of technology will have.
So it's not medical yet.
It's not medical yet, no. But I just think, for me, it's about experiencing what is that like. Eventually, these subcutaneous implants will monitor, if you would, microRNAs or vitamin levels or ketone levels, and I think we will ultimately be. Dribbling bits will be constantly giving information to our AIs that are monitoring everything all the time, if you want.
Yeah.
Some people say, I don't want that, leave me alone. Fine, you don't have to. Yeah.
So most of the longevity clinics will be actually better or worse, actually in preparing people for this optimal moment to be ready for this additional new solutions.
I think the longevity centers in the final result will serve two major areas. One, they'll be able to do the most detailed data collection. Do you want to do a functional, an fMRI of your brain to look at inflammation or glutathione levels? You're not going to do that at home. And then the other thing is maybe you go to these centers for the more advanced longevity therapeutics. Are you going to do a therapeutic plasma exchange or a stem cell treatment or natural killer cell augmentation. And so I think the deep diagnostics and the cutting edge therapies will occur at these centers, right? We'll see, those centers will be supported and operated by physician, nurse, and technician teams. We'll see whether through the year you're having conversations with your AI or your physician more. My prediction, in the near term, it's still going to be your physician. In the medium term, maybe within the next 3 years, and after, it's going to be your AI.
Depending on also, I think the younger generation is much more open to that.
Yeah, for sure.
The older generation would like to have a human. Yeah. So what do you think would be what can you expect in 2026 that would be
2026, a few things are going on. Number one, David Sinclair is about to do the first epigenetic or partial epigenetic reprogramming in humans, which is exciting. We're going to see a lot of the other epigenetic reprogramming companies like Retro Biosciences and New Limit announcing new therapies and heading towards clinical trials. We're going to see AI making predictions on new drugs and new molecules. I think we'll see progress in organogenesis, regrowing organs.
So nothing really breakthrough yet. So
well, the epigenetic reprogramming in humans, a human trial, right? Life Biosciences did their trial in non-human primates and got approval to go into humans, which they're doing in Q1 of 2026. That's a big deal. And then I think there will be some significant announcements coming out of the large AI labs. What are they? I don't know yet. But it's moving so fast and there's so much capital. There's $1 billion a day being invested into the AI labs today.
No, it's incredible. So you have seen just before our discussion the biological dentistry presentation.
I really enjoyed that.
What do you think about this context?
I think dentistry, and I wrote about this in my book, it's one of I'm paying more attention to my oral health than ever before. It's the gateway to the brain. And if you have, brain inflammation, your mouth is where it's likely originating. So I think all of these fields are slow to evolve. I can imagine dentistry being even slower than medicine. So yeah, it was really brilliant.
It's what we are also going to do is we have initiated closer collaboration among clinics. And I think from my perspective, this could be very interesting as well in terms of observational studies on the international level.
Yeah.
Because I think we really need more exchanges like
and
here.
I applaud you for the collaboration effort that you're building between the centers. I think that's critically important, yeah.
What are the three things that you are looking forward to see in the next 5 to 10 years?
The success of epigenetic reprogramming, because again, the way I think about it is the stuff that we're doing today can get you to 85 or 90. They're unlikely to get you, unless you've got the right genetics, they're unlikely to get you past 100. And honestly, I don't want to get to past 100 and being feeble in any way from an energy standpoint or, mobility or cognition. So it really is about age reversal. Can we see age reversal actually demonstrated? A lot of theoretical work is going on. Excited to see it actually demonstrated. For me, that's probably the single most important thing I'm interested in. The second thing is going to be related to that is AI developing new molecules, new drugs, new therapies that have the potential to slow, stop, or reverse aging. The speed at which AI is helping us discover drugs is awe-inspiring. So yeah.
And I very much look forward to the new submissions of XPRIZE, because I think what you initiated is quite amazing.
We have our longevity, our health span XPRIZE going on. We have 730 teams in that competition, which is amazing. And so seeing what they do on cognition, on immune and muscle is really important. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Peter, for finding the time to talk to us and for being here.
Of course, a pleasure. Thank you.